Everybody wants to be in London. It has become a fantastic melting pot for talent from around the world. I think one of our great strengths has been the fact that we have been as open as we have been to people who want to come and live and work here. So the quality of the people that we have coming into this city is very important. The population is growing. It's not getting smaller, it's growing. The planning regime is tough. It's very difficult, particularly in our core market of the West End, to work in a conservation area where everything is protected as much as it is, which means that there's always going to be a limit on how much new space can be developed. Combine short supply, combine popular global city in the right place with a lot of skills, and on the medium term, I think that's a very good mix. I think the planning regime has the potential to hold back London's development. We need to make sure that we see improvement in the office stock. We need to make sure that some of the currently conserved buildings are allowed to be improved so that customers can get the space that they're after. We need to make sure that the infrastructure that the capital needs is put in place. These are the sorts of things where planning shouldn't hold it back, but if we don't get it right, it will. The effects of the credit crunch are wide and varied. I mean, at the most basic level, it's made it more difficult for companies like us to get capital. And so one of the key things that we have been employing in the last year or so is capital preservation. We're very careful about where we put our money. We've been very cautious on expenditure, on development and so on. And we're in a fortunate position today of having low gearing and therefore the capacity to spend money as we see value in the next couple of years. Other areas that the credit crunch is having an impact on clearly are going to be tenant demand. How many customers there are out there to take space from us in office buildings, and that's something that we're looking at very carefully. Unlike in the early 1990s, there is very little supply. And as a result, the key metric is going to be how much demand there is for space. And the credit crunch, if it feeds into a general economic slowdown, even a recession, and I don't mean a small, short technical recession, I mean a proper recession, then we will see negative pressure on demand from tenants, and that will be directly as a result of the credit crunch. Our strategy for the next 18 months is really going to be the same as it has been for the past 18 months, i.e. focusing on the middle of town and the central areas of the West End and doing what we do best, taking assets that we know we can improve, that we know fundamentally we can mark the rents to a higher market. It may be a while before some of the strength of the letting market comes back that we've seen recently, but we know that the fundamental business model works very well, mainly because our average rents today are beneath £40 per square foot and we are 85% in the middle of the West End. So we've got this amazing combination of great locations, good buildings that can be improved off low rents, and that to us is a good business model and we see no reason to change it.